Auto shutdown initiated.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
We are in and we are ready to go.
Nice.
Nice. Sound like an RLCS cast right there, or comms for an RLCS team.
That's what the comms.
Nice, yeah.
So it hits like the triple flippery mustard into a double tap, and they're like, nice!
There we
Like,
go.
more of like a
Alrighty.
growl in it.
So we're gonna get started with the pre-show, just talking over teams, players, what we'll be seeing tonight. We got Coach Scully on the standby. He's the academy coach over at Melon Patch, good guy, and he'll be joining us as well. So let's pull him in. Hello.
How's it going?
Hey there. How you doing?
I can't complain too much. Actually, I can. My AC's out. I can complain a fuck ton.
Oh, F in the chat.
And there's Gator.
Just lean into the cliches right away.
Yeah, another F in the chat for no face cam for Mark. If you see that picture, that's my PFP. Basically what I look like. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's exactly what it looks like,
Yeah.
actually.
So, Schoolie, why don't you talk us through maybe who we're going to be seeing tonight? Any practice the team's been working on, or recent results for them?
All right, so this is an entirely new squad. Got thrown together from various teams of Melon Patch just last week, and they've had a couple practices, a couple scrims that they said have gone really well. So we've got Dragonfishy coming from our GAT guys. We've got Killa coming from the old Cantaloupe Coop, which was our old top academy team, and Corky coming from Crenshaw crew, coming off of a really strong championship run that they ended up going second place in IGL. It's a mismatched team, but we think that they really mesh well together, and some good players to throw at this show match.
Yeah, you mentioned the second place showing for them. That was a good run they had. Unfortunate ending, but I remember keeping a close eye, and they were killing teams. I mean, they were playing real well.
Oh man, yeah, I think Crenshaw at the peak of their season had a scrim/official match record of like 47-10.
Hoofda.
Yeah, they were destroying things. I think they had like a 20 series win streak at one point. They couldn't find anybody that was challenging enough for them in the middle of the season.
Wow, it's good to hear. Gator, you want to take away for who we'll be
Oh,
seeing? Whatever.
Corky in the chat right there.
Said
Yep.
108, 117. Oh, I did see a couple. Wiggy's pointed out, Mark, that voices are a bit quiet on the stream right
I
now.
turned them up a
So,
bit. Usually I'm the loud one, so that's why I'm making sure I'm good. But I think you guys should be okay.
and Serve says that blue is currently question mark to question mark. So you said, Scully, you said a makeshift team thrown together, which works out from time to time. I'm not gonna lie. So with the IGL season just kind of like finishing up, and you mentioned like the past run, how long have these guys played together? Is it something that came about like in the last week? Was it something that was planned a little bit longer? Are we going to find out that they were looking for team stuff? Like, what's the details?
So, yeah, it's pretty much last week we started talking about this show match, and literally just threw these guys together off of that. I mean, it could lead to something in the future. I mean, that'd be up to them, but that's so far it's just it's some random players that we threw together. I know a good bit about two of them. Dragonfishy though on GAT guys, I never really had too much interaction with them. They were really well self-run, so I didn't pop into their games as often as I wish I did. But I know a good bit about Corky, a good bit about Killa. But I've only got what I've heard about Dragon, and that he's pushing that rank really good, and he's a really good player.
Good to hear. I mean, the ranks we'll be seeing from some of these guys coming out tonight.
So we got a couple of 1700s with Fishy and Killa. And I think Corky, you can correct me if I'm wrong in chat. I think you're pushing 15, aren't you? So there's a little bit of a rank. Okay, 16 peak. Okay,
16,
so a little bit of
right.
a rank difference. Not as bad as I thought it was, but Corky though, yeah, he got some flack throughout the season about his performance. I just got to say, as someone who's coached him and watched him, he is one of the smartest players in MPG when it comes to just straight field intelligence, and also a really good on the field leader. On Yeah, definitely one of the best that the org has as far as brains on the field. Really adaptive, really good at reading the opponents, really good at receiving coaching and making it his own. And I feel like even with the rank difference, his brain's gonna help him keep up real well.
That's cool. I mostly know him from. I've casted a few of his matches, but I mostly know him from the IDK I'm Corky meme that he perpetuates. I don't know if he still does it or not, but
I'm Corky in every other chat. Yeah.
yep.
Don't worry, Ed serves. I see you in chat. We'll get to you shortly. Um, yeah. So I mean, mentioned 1600 peak for Corky, 1700 for the other two. I mean, I think our guys are in that mid 1600 pushing 1700 range. So sound like it's going to be a pretty high level game, high level gameplay, some good mechanics. We'll see. Maybe we'll see a couple redirects or some double taps. I mean, I'm sure that's nothing for these guys up here at the at the highest level.
Oh yeah, Killa should be able to show us some of those things. On Cantaloupe, he was an extremely fast player that we had to kind of slow down and get a little bit control over that. But once we got that down, man, he's just been climbing and climbing. And honestly, one of the best shot accuracies I've seen. He can put in an 80-mile-an-hour shot from anywhere without anybody noticing. It's amazing. This dude will put some accuracy on net and also has the mechanics to make even SSLs feel like they've lost their axles.
Wow. So I guess getting into it now, we'll start with our team. So this is going to be our blue roster coming in.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
It's going to be pace. We're talking about great leaders on the field, not only on the field but off. Able to manage their teams well. Payson's been with us for quite some time now. He's been grinding, hitting new peaks this season. He's a real mechanical player. We like to see what he's going to bring tonight. I think he's going to have a huge impact on the game. Coming in, filling out the rest of the roster, we have Nserves and Jack. Nserves relatively new to the roster. I think this was his first season for IGL. Fit in well. I think there was some maybe a little growing pains in the beginning, but he's really come into his own as of late. They've been scrimming here and there, and he's put some good results. I think he's more of that that middle man, kind of clears out the way for the rest of the boys. Lets Pacer Jack score, and then Jack's just your third man. He's a real good defender, likes to pass up and create some opportunities for the other guys on the field. I know we've seen these guys quite a bit in our in-house, six mans or games like that. I mean, Gator, what are we talking about when we're seeing these three on the field?
Yeah, so I've mostly more experience with Pace and Nserves, not as much with Jack. Just playing with and like you said, six mans or watching streams and such. Pace is definitely very grounded. I agree with being a leader, being somebody that you can rely on in the situations. Pretty deadly on the ground, at least when I go up against him. But I think anybody can beat me in a 1v1. So maybe we'll throw that up in the air. Nserves I think is really fun to play with and watch. He's more of a wild card. Plays really well with support, but he can go for demos, he can go for bumps and stuff. So I mean, he can elevate pretty quickly. So I think just by the sounds of stuff, I think we'll have some, if more than anything, some really fun games. Just people going at it. We're all the scrammers, Nserves is already bullying me in our chat. But I think we'll have some fun ones. We're doing a scrim, obviously streaming it, doing our best of 7 here. But I'm looking forward to seeing a good time, some good competition from guys, and I think it could be a really fun matchup.
I think it's shaping up to be a very competitive game if everything goes as planned.
Let's start some predictions. I mean, removing all bias out of the way. I mean, maybe we haven't seen all the players on the field, but we're playing a best of 7 series here. Reverse sweeps and whatnot are tough to come by in these longer series. Or we got a prediction on who we think's taking it home and series score.
That's a tough one. Trying to take biases out of the way. Y'all saying mid-16s and a team that's been together a while. And we got some 17s, and I know Killa's got a lot of experience. When he was on Cantaloupe, they didn't scrim anybody less than 19.
Wow.
Cantaloupe was on the fast track to be pushed, and almost all their scrims were 19 plus or in that range. So we've got some really good head experience on here. I'm saying this goes distance. I'm saying 6 or 7, and let's throw a little bit of bias in there and say Melon Patch takes it.
All right, Mark, you got to answer now.
Pisha, appreciate the raid coming on in. Looks like he just got done playing Fortnite with the old waifu, so that's good to hear. Appreciate you guys coming in. So I think it's definitely going to be a close one. I don't think it's just going to be, one side takes the game by, storm and just blows out the other team. I think the presence of Killa on the field, having that high level player who's, gifted mechanically and has had experience previously playing, 1900 lobbies, I think he's going to make a huge difference. I'd like to give the benefit of the doubt to, our CG boys, but I do think, Melon Patch may have the edge in terms of striking ability. I think our defense is going to be the huge step there. I think we're going to have to make some plays that can lead us to transition into the transitional game where we can have some good counterattacks. I'm going to go game 7. I'll take 4-3 circuitry.
Oh, I was so ready to start a coup for ownership of this org. I was gonna say a live on air, like you guys heard it here. No, you're leading me the wrong way.
Got to bait everybody in,
They got us in the first half. Not gonna lie. I mean, I'll let my bias show early. I'm gonna take CG in 7. I think this one is gonna go the distance. A combination of a couple things. I do think that new roster getting thrown together with some high level players, like that's going to click. That's going to do well. And obviously, we have an established roster here. Guys that have played together, put a lot of hours in, and they know how to play against a bunch of different teams. Is the difference, I think. I think they'll have a little bit more experience playing with the team and adapting to different play styles. That said, the Melon Patch guys, being brand new, who knows what the playstyle could really even be? They could probably just bing, bang, sling, slang, do what they want if they're still figuring out their identity as well. So I think I do agree with Mark that the defense of CG is going to end up being the big factor. I am going to go with CG in 7. My biggest bet is I want to see 7. Like,
Right.
we're all here. We got plenty of people in the chat. Pulled me away from my thesis defense to do this because I'm excited to see all these guys. So I'm hoping for 7.
I like that analysis. How are they going to know what we're doing if we don't know what we're doing?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's shaping out to be a good series. I think we all picked 7. So let's hope the games get rolling and we're in for a good long series. And want to play it out full length. Hoping no team just comes out and takes it, but I don't think that's going to be the case tonight. I think we're in for a good one.
I don't think so either, but yeah, that is a fear with these thrown together rosters here. So we'll see what happens. I have faith in our guys.
I was going to
say, saying at the end of the day, we can always settle it in Rumble. Just saying.
We'll do a admin match, staff versus staff, just like the last one.
Oh man, where's boss at?
I think the average MMR went down when you brought me in. So
now, Schoolie, how long have you been coaching over there with the academy teams for MPG?
I've been coaching the academy since I picked up Cantaloupe back in the beginning of January, and just a couple months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I got the academy director position. So I've been over here interacting with these 5 teams for quite a little bit of time in the esports world, and I'm only a Diamond 3 player, so I've had to bring a lot of different strategies and different techniques into my coaching to try to make sure everything stays effective and good. And the teams have definitely shown their stuff coming up. We've got a lot of teams. We've got a bunch of teams that were kind of mellowing out for a while that are starting to show their stuff. And once we get all these rosters figured out during this off-season period, I feel like we're going to be coming back strong again.
It's good to hear. Congrats on the promotion as well, by the way. I know you've been, grinding over there and you're doing some great work, at least from what Woos has told me and what I've been following. So congrats.
That's the goal.
I mean, you mentioned rank though. I mean, I don't think, you hate to say that rank, is the end all be all in terms of determining like your skill level, but I think you can bring a sort of, different perspective to the game in terms of, background, age, maturity. I think, you make a great coach over there and you're doing a a great job, leading some of those younger guys that have joined the academy teams and are looking for a home and looking for a place to grind with.
Yeah, I really do feel like it is my a lot of my personality, because I do have more of that basic teacher personality and techniques and different psychological things just from my life and how everything's gone with my military service and family and everything like that. I know a lot more than just Rocket League, and honestly, having that life experience really comes and helps. And then, of course, as far as Rocket League goes, I'm a caster. I've done a lot of professional casting for RLCS teams in South America. I've done a lot of coaching and a lot of grinding on YouTube and looking up things, as well as hiring professional Rocket League coaches from CRL to come in and train some of my guys and also train me in coaching. So I make sure I try to make up for my rank with a bunch of other things that I can still bring to the table as far as giving to the teams.
Well, I mean, based off the responses on most social medias, by the time people hit plat, they know everything anyways. So
Oh yeah, I mean,
no, it is good. It's solid though. I mean, I agree with kind of both of you that the rank of the coach doesn't necessarily matter as much. I mean, you can if you know what you're talking about, how many people you can coach, professional basketball, and are they going to be dunking? Probably not.
yeah.
Nash might have been able to 10 years ago. I don't know. He's short, but I don't know. It's I'm just gonna go off on that tangent. No, I think it's good though. It's really good hearing about your success within the org and being able to, get that promotion, work with these guys so much, and being able to bring, being able to bring opportunities in and be able to provide that outlook and just overall even just life experience talking about stuff. No, it's really cool. It's really good to hear.
I love the portion of this job that is mentoring teenagers, that is mentoring kids, because you get a lot of really common sense issues and things that come up that seem so easy and so simple to solve with a basic philosophy change and basic change in your brain, and it's just like eye-opening to a lot of people, and it gets me to kind of think about what I believe and also share what I believe to people coming up. And I love that kind of mentorship aspect of it. I think it's one of the coolest parts about the job.
It's one of the wild things with just kind of Rocket League, just overall as a community, is generally very young, and that's something that I think it's really cool that you're able to especially from what it sounds like. What I'm hearing is you're getting a lot of respect from these players, a lot of feedback, and no, I do think that's really really cool that you're able to do that.
I feel like I am, at least.
I mean, I feel like I tried. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
So it looks like we're still waiting on two players from MPG. I see Landon's in the lobby. The other two are finding their way through. We give them a minute or two here. But
if they don't show up, it's an FF. Right?
They're all. Don't worry, they're all in the chat together.
Okay.
I keep seeing my face out of the corner of my eye, so I'm like, come on, let's get this going. I don't want to see that anymore.
As soon as this pre-show ends, I'm gonna be hopping in comms with them and try to give them a little bit of advice here and there in between games. So I'm ready.
Make sure you ain't cheating in there, giving boost amounts out and things
Nah.
like. I'm just kidding.
That's when you find out that Mark forgot to turn off stream delay, so it's getting 1-to-1 timing.
I guess any final remarks, Gator, Scully?
I'll give the floor to Scully first. I guess I'll briefly say thanks for coming in on the pre-show. Thanks for talking, and much appreciated. Looking forward to talking to you in the future. Now the floor is yours.
Alrighty. Final remarks. Hey, Melon Patch, Dragon Fishy, Killa, Corky, kill him.
Cut him off.
Alrighty.
Get him out of here.
Alrighty, I appreciate you joining us, Scully. It looks like we got all members in the lobby, so we're gonna cut to the game here.
All right, I'll catch you all later. Hey, deuce, rubber goose.
All right, there we go. I've never heard that before, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Let's head on over down to the field. Looks like we got 8 members in the lobby. I think we're all set up and ready to rock.
I'll let them know.
All right.
I get to try hard cast this one. That'd be fun. I like it. So, best of 7 Tier 1 Showmatch, everybody. You heard the ranks in the pre-show. We are going to be looking at, 1,600 kind of as the minimum coming in here. So, Tier 1 in IGL, a new MPG roster going up against DG Blue, a fairly established roster. Jack coming in there relatively recently as well, but should be a good series. As some possessions to the ball early. Killa putting it over to Landon and serves. Try to get a touch on it. Doesn't quite get there. Payson doesn't make contact in the corner. But the ball bouncing along on the back wall. Killa couldn't get the shot on. Payson staring down Landon. Gets across. Gets past Landon. Dragon Fishy half flipping onto the back wall. Payson putting it in front of the net. Killa faking the touch. It's this ball going over into the orange corner. Offense starting to pick up a little bit here for CG. They can't quite connect, but first almost minute or so between these two teams. Mark, what do you think you're seeing so far?
Yeah, you mentioned new roster out here. I mean, we talked about that in the pre-show. It'd be, I'm interesting to see how much game time and scrim experience these guys have had. I don't know. It's been the last week that they've been, looking forward to us, but we'll see what the midfield's looking like. I think that's going to be the key. See if either CG or MPG can hold that down and, control the boost battle, get those, corners when they come through, and maybe a bump on the way out. I think it's going to be a pretty physical game tonight, and see what team can dominate in that aspect.
I feel like the most important fact is that Killa is in a Stocktane, which means everyone else is in danger.
The Stocktane is deadly.
It is. That's like the biggest mark. Speaking of deadly, Landon taking Jack out of the game. Pace shot just off the near post. Enser's taking Landon right back out. Jack top touch up onto the backboard, cleared by Dragon Fishy. Jack taking Killa out. And one bump. This is just people taking each other out of the game over the last 10, 15 seconds. Payson try to play off the back wall, read by Dragon. Jack, quick turnaround, pop it up towards the net. Landon got caught sleeping, going for a boost. Jack, first goal of the game, goes towards CG. 3:02 on the clock. Just about 2 minutes, and we see the first goal.
Yeah, look at Jack just passing over to himself. He kind of comes back around. I think Landon was just waiting on that left boost pad. A little too late on the spawn, and Jack's able to knock it home.
Off the kickoff, Jack catching it. Dragon Fishy elevating. He's going to meet him up in the air. Pace controlling the ball over to end serves. Gets the team pinch, goes east-west. Pace and try to get a touch of it. Pops pass from Dragon Fishy to Killa, rejected in the mid, but Dragon Fishy putting this one to the back blue wall. Jack taking Killa out of the game, auto rotation. Ball popped up to end serves. Pace and trying to get a touch. It gets it, keeps it up. End serves taking Dragon Fishy out. Killa playing it off of the back wall. Quick tight angle shot there by Jack. Ooh. Landon coming in on the clear. Corky, for everybody who's unfamiliar. Jack just running, murdering around. Plenty of demos coming out so far. Pace over to Ensers, goes for the redirect, got the defender to bite, but the shot not on.
Tell you what, you love to see those demos coming out. I just talked about it, and Jack's, taking it to heart.
I expected Ensers to demo a lot. Not as much Jack.
That is true.
Oh, what a bump on the back. Basin couldn't follow up, but Jack had a fantastic bump on the defender on the far post, kept him from rotating out. Killa, great car control pass over to the mid. Dragon Fishy, slow it up. Two defenders in, landed the shot rejected by Enserves. All three members for CG back.
Still
Dragon
there.
Fishy picking up the post. Killa coming in on the follow. Tie game.
Top right corner. That ball was just hovering in the box for what seemed like a couple minutes. I mean, it was only a couple seconds to these guys, but it seemed like an eternity that it was in there. Killa finally able to come through, and top right knocks it home.
I feel like I gained 3 more gray hairs watching that ball bounce around, but that's fine because that means I got more hair. So
it's always the scariest part when that ball's hanging right in front of your net and you just hoping somebody else got it. Everyone's low boost.
Right. Ooh, cut in by Dragon Fishy. Killa trying to get in. 2, 3 players all in net. 2 of them on the ground. 1 coming off the near post. Can't make contact. Another goal coming in here quickly after the first one from Melon Patch Gaming. So we went first 2 minutes of the game without a goal and 3 more in the minute and a half after that.
Looks like Killa's going to have a huge impact tonight. He's already got both the goals from Melon Patch. For sure going to be their striker tonight. It looks like he's the guy to go to tonight.
Well, he's just more efficient. So you got Scrub Killa, First Killer, they all have too long on names. He's just Killa. He knows what he is.
Yep.
I respect that. Landon getting a demo of his own, getting some physicality. Killa popping the ball up on a tee, getting it to Dragon Fishy. I thought Killa almost stole it back. The Dragonfishy coming in, striking off of the tee up from Killa. Again, or another good bump there on pace from Killa. I'm not sure if he would have been able to get the touch, but regardless, getting bumped on the ground, wasn't even allowed to have the chance.
Yeah, it was a great job by Killer, just kind of air dribbling that ball up in the air, buying some time, and then Dragonfishy coming right down and smacking that one in.
There's a couple of times now CG has gone for the infield passing and trying to get a redirect into the net. So doing a quick pass mid and then just banging it over instead of taking possession of it. And the touches haven't quite been there. Pace might have one there. Dragonfishy denies. Pace maintaining control here. Dragonfishy up to land it on the side wall. Redirects. That one's going towards the net. Might be high. Ensers doesn't want to run the risk. Killa collecting the ball, putting it back towards the net, trying to pass it mid as Jack gets the ball out. I believe it was Jack got it out before getting taken out of the game. Ball pitching out towards the mid. Ensers going for a pass back into Pace. Pace, take a look at his situation here. Low on boost, trying to get it past the defender. Jack gets demoed as well as the CG offense gets pushed back into their own half. It looks like the defense for MPG has been playing. Their offense has been really good, especially in the second half of this game. Their defense has been playing pretty solid as well.
It's be the last chance here for CG. They're going to need to find something. Oh, don't think that's going to be it, and that's going to wrap us up for game one. I think the score still holds, and there it is. MPG is going to take game one, score of 3-1.
Best of 7, plenty of time in the series. Obviously, I'm gonna let my bias show here. So no, but the first one, it's obviously you want to win it. There's still time to make adjustments. So the CG guys came out pretty strong in the beginning. They held it down for the first 2 minutes. After that, started slipping away. Melon Patch started pulling away and ultimately did stay away. So now overall, I mean, it looked like a game one. In a series, it very much looked like a game one between these two squads. I'm looking forward to seeing maybe tighten up a little bit on some of the touches, trying to get control of the ball a little bit more instead of going for deeper touches. I don't know. It all depends on how these guys feel like responding, really.
Yeah, definitely, first game jitters. You could tell a couple of the guys were a little, nervous out there. We saw a couple whiffs or just, misses in the beginning, but I think as things ramped up, we really saw that duo of Killa and Dragonfishy coming through. I mean, those guys were on something, setting one another up, and then either Killer, Dragonfishy striking it in. Be interesting to see if CG, I know Pace and Jack have played quite a bit together. It'll be interesting to see if that duo can get things rolling for game two.
We have everybody back in the lobby, so presumably they're looking to see how it will end up developing. So as folks are aware, Melon Patch Gaming taking game number 1 3-1, and Circuitry looking to even up the series here. Best of 7 series, 4 wins to take it. Payson getting the touch high in the air. Dragonfishy trying to read it off the wall. Land and Jack both going for a 1v1. Pace on the ground. Killa in defense. Gets the 50 out. Gets another 50 with end serves. Fakes out the last one. This ball getting sent back over into Corky's lap, into Landon's lap. Jack's touch red in front of the orange net. Dragonfishy pops it up, looking for a pass to the teammate. End serves up, as Pace couldn't quite get to that one. Killa bringing it to the sidewall. Landon throwing some spins, trying to get it up to Killa upfield as Jack reads it off. Starting a transition here. 45 seconds into game number 2. It's pretty solid kind of boomer ball, feeling each other out so far. Haven't really seen much in the way of possession. It looks like both teams going for transitional opportunities.
Yeah, we've seen a couple passes come out. I think, either one member streaking upfield and looking for that redirect. I think the third man for both teams is doing a great job of, not overextending, not trying to make a play out of nothing, but they're doing a good job of, fighting it back in and then controlling possession on the way back, or at least, booming it down to where at least their team could get possession.
Ooh.
Oh.
Jack, like, good defense there, but that was a scary one if you're a CG fan, and I am, so I was scared.
I was worried.
Regardless, shots getting knocked away. Jack trying to control it, still has control of the ball. Landon coming out to meet him. Jack pops it up. Landon takes him out of the game. Killa popping up the ball out of the smoke. Mason might have an opportunity, puts it wide. Landon popped out to the mid. End serves pop up to the back wall. Double commit on defense. Those are the opportunities that CG are going to have to take advantage of. As MPG playing with a relatively new roster, they're more likely than CG, you would think, with it being a relatively new roster, more likely to have rotational hiccups, we'll call it, if the ball's worth going for once, it's worth going for twice. So
It's the old
see those
saying,
opportunities, got to take advantage for it.
if it's worth going for it twice, might as well, make it the triple commit and send all three. Oh, and that one's just going to slowly creep in. Wow.
Yeah, that was a couple of touches over the corner, pace off the first. He didn't have the second, but all three defenders for Melon Patch had an opportunity there and weren't able to quite make contact. So similarly to game number 1, the Circuitry scores this time a little more than 2 minutes instead of just under 2. But regardless, first goal on the board again.
Yeah, it looks like we're starting off the same way game 1 was. We'll see if CG can hold on. I mean, looks like the offense is starting to get ramped up here. Hopefully we can see a couple more, passing plays going down, and not just the boomer ball, but see if Killer and Dragonfish can get. Oh, looks like we got to open net here.
Speaking of boomer ball,
And
best kind of boomer ball is just demoing the opponent. So again, similar to game 1, we score and they score quickly after. Great demo there in the backfield by Dragonfish. Killa popped it up, looked to get it past the defense, and then realized, oh wait, there isn't one. So allowing it to just drop down in front of him, in front of the net. Tie game just after halftime here in game number 2. As physicality, it was plentiful in game 1. It didn't lead to too many goals, but the first really effective demo in game 2 very quickly seized upon by Melon Patch.
Yeah, that demo was huge. Opened it up. I mean, it was basically an open net at the end. And speaking of open nets, we got another one. And Serve's going to knock it in and get CG the lead.
It's an awkward touch as Dragonfish was looking to just slow it down, give his teammates time to get back on defense. But ended up popping just awkwardly off the front of his car, back passing it in the ceiling down. And Serves catching it, getting the 1-goal lead back for CG. Almost had an opportunity there for MPG off the kickoff. But Circuitry Gaming continues to hold possession after the initial offensive push from Melon Patch Gaming. So 1-goal difference under the 2-minute mark. Dragonfishy trying to connect with Landon. Landon gets the touch. He's looking for Killa. Almost had the 1-2-3, but could not quite connect at the end. Melon Patch looking to show that, hey, even if we're a relatively new team, we're still looking for passes, looking to get that chemistry clicking. Killa has to take it out of his own back half. 90-second mark. 150 gets sent down all the way to blue. 3 players go up for it. Enters the 4th. Gets away with it to the corner. Low on boost. Killa burning a bit of boost to try to get to it. It gets 50'd out back. Dragonfishy over to the sidewall. Needs to pass Jack. Gets it past him. Enters. Low on boost. Turn around with the touch. Jack turning around.
Waiting.
Possession. Yeah, he's playing patient, playing stoic, and worked out really well.
No boost for Ensers. I felt like he was on 0 for a minute and a half right there, but he was holding his own at the back line. Ooh, a couple of whiffs right there coming out of both guys. See if this can set up an opportunity. Pace is going to be up. Oh, it looks like he was about to follow that up, but
50 seconds.
Oh,
that one's on.
Oh no.
Oofta.
Looks like it's the game of open nets.
Yeah, it's just getting caught up on, I don't know how, just hiccups in rotation. It's not even necessarily bad rotation, but just questions being made, and again, opportunities seized, and touches going uncontested at the end. So tie game here, 40 seconds left. Although we do have double the goals of the first game, so we'll take it as a win.
Always like to see score.
Right. Pace and control again, coming off the ceiling. 30 seconds met by Killa. Can't follow it up. Ooh. Two CG players up on it. Enser's getting a touch over to the corner, trying to pass it back to Jack. Dragonfishy putting it off to the side. CG holding strong on offense. Killa taking Payson out, getting pushed back from their offense because I said they were strong on offense. Ball getting passed over to Payson. Payson's shot goes wide. Landon putting it up into the corner to pop it away. Jackson to slow this one up, put it near post. Sent out of the way by Dragonfishy. Ball still alive. Dragonfishy going for the boost steal. Ball hits the ground. Overtime, game 2.
Nice. Love to see it. Looks like we were about to get a shot on net, but I think 2 or 3 straight shots by Circuitry just kind of came off to the side. Looked like we were aiming for that right wall, and we didn't get a chance there and let the ball drop. And here we are with our first overtime of the series.
So 15 seconds in, and serves to Pace on the side. Pace gives the ball a little bit of a boost. Jack, third man back, comes in aggressively. And unfortunate for Killa, backflipped in the net. Probably caught off guard. I was as well. Jack coming in with all or nothing coming in at the third man position, getting the goal on, taking the game for Circuitry in game 2.
Feels backflip, man. I did not see the boost amount for the defender in net. I don't know if he was low or something, but he was trying to get up quick and stop that rocket of a shot, but goes right in, and CG ties the series up now.
So bounce back. Jack putting 5 shots on in that game, carrying the offense almost, or I shouldn't say almost. I did some math wrong in my head. It's the evening, but solid offense coming out from Jack, putting those shots on. Dragonfishy picking up the Savior medal over on the Melon Patch half. After the bounce back in game 2, this is looking very even. I'm excited to see how this develops.
Yeah, we were talking about wanting it to go to Game 7. I mean, through 2, both close games. I think, Melon Patch definitely had a little bit of the edge in Game 1. Might have just been the jitters or something, but this game was close to the very end. I mean, getting us overtime, and we'll see if these next few games shape out to be the same. Might be in for a couple more overtimes here. Looks like everybody's
I'm getting my
waiting on
hydration
me.
ready.
So I have the last one to ready up, so.
Mark, you've made it as a caster once you get the lobby yelling at you for not readying up.
At least it wasn't like the other night with the hoops match where I autoed in and joined one of the teams on accident.
That's when you get promoted to professional caster.
Exactly. You have to at least join the match, and I wanted to get a play in, but they didn't let me. And
Ooh, double commit on offense too. Might have a breakaway opportunity. Melon Patch overextending, Enser's touch, can't get a hold of it, and Landon rejected it. That is true, Artsy. It is called being James Bot. So a couple of opportunities early here in game 3 for both squads. Neither can seal the deal. So we stay scoreless here. It's only 30 seconds into the game, but normally you don't see an opportunity for each team that quickly. Landon putting it aside, gets the double touch. This one's off the backboard. Pace going for the doink, can't connect. Dragonfishy getting the touch into the corner and serves all the way upfield. Killa can't connect, but CG players neither teammate up trying to get contact with it, so resulted in a giveaway of possession.
Can I have a shot on net here?
And serves slowing it up, can't quite connect. As of multiple now, this one might be it, not it. Killa getting the save. Pace and aggressive gets the touch on the ball to the corner. As it's looking a little bit shakier mechanics-wise and just kind of control-wise between these two teams. But at least it's both teams and not just one.
That's true. I was a little on the goal line. I was worried about. I don't know if Enserv saw the 2 defenders coming in or what happened, and he was just trying to fake out a couple of the players. But it looked like he had the shot. If he just took it quick, aimed it right down the middle, I think he would have knocked it home.
So 90 seconds passed. No shots scored. Ball hanging out in the orange half for the moment. Jack and Killa up to meet. Jack gets the best of Killa, climbing to the beanstalk to take out the lethality. That I just stretched way too hard for that one. But a pass over to Killa nonetheless. Payson meets him on the field, 50ing it out all the way back over to the Melon Patch Gaming half. Dragonfishy, powerful touch, trying to get it to Landon. Landon gets a piece of it with his hood, popping it up to Killa. Killa trying to get the double touch, and serves collecting it along the back wall. Trying to go for a couple touches, but Dragonfishy getting in the way. Pass over to the mid. Landon taking Jack out of the game, but that might have taken Landon out of position on the shot. Keeping the ball out of the net for the moment as Killa getting the pressure back on. We're approaching halftime here, and so far, every game this series, the first goal has occurred later and later.
Yeah, it seems like the teams start off trying to feel each other out. We might have a shot here. I thought Enserv was going to get the bump there. Looks like 2 defenders are going. Yeah, but it seems like each time we're starting off, takes a little while to get these guys going on offense. It looks like they're either feeling each other out, but with 2 games going down, I mean, you'd like to see somebody get an early goal and take advantage.
Might have on here. Enserv's low on boost, going for the pass over to Jack. Couldn't quite get enough power behind the touch. Landon trying to get one on here. Jack chasing Killa out of existence. Enserv's trying to control the ball. Read by Dragonfishy. Soft touch towards the mid. Killa first to it. He's going to pop this one up. Look for a teammate. Landon can't connect. Dragonfishy, third man back, comes in. Aggressive touch and scores. First goal goes to Melon Patch Gaming. As again, similar to Jack's game-winning goal in the last game, third man coming away aggressive on the touch, getting the goal, seeing the opportunity. Melon Patch Gaming have the lead.
That was a great shot by Dragonfishy to put that on the left side. He was already ready, saw the defense, and knocked it home. See if they can expand on the lead here. It looks like Melon Patch is coming out a little bit more with the side-to-side passes, and I'm liking that. It's setting something up on the offense. And speaking of pass plays, there we go.
We still continue the trend of the first goal being scored, and then it just breaks the seal, and we have another one immediately afterwards.
These guys
He's gonna look like. Go ahead.
Oh, calculated. So these guys must have been drinking having a little Truly or a beer before, and the seal has been broken. Yeah, because once one goal gets scored, they all kind of just start falling.
Mark, these are teenagers.
I don't condone. I don't condone.
That's why I didn't follow up with it later.
Maybe you and me can engage in a nice alcoholic beverage, but we'll keep those to ourselves.
I got the camera on for casting. I don't drink when the camera's on.
Fair enough. You don't know what I got over here. Maybe it's a little water. Maybe it's a little Miller Lite. Who knows?
Chat. That's why Mark has his camera off. He's told me he doesn't have a camera, but it's just because he's just pounding. I almost transitioned with speaking of pounding, but we have some battles for offense going on. Payson getting control underneath the ball, putting it onto the back wall. 3 players up, pinched out over to the side. Jack coming in from that third man, backs off, gets the control after Killa's touch. I don't know if he knew Killa had no boost there, but off the near post, Payson's gonna touch it back. Jack seals the deal as CG going up. 45 seconds left. A couple of passing plays coming out. Jack to end serves, back to Jack, catching Dragonfishy off guard, just like a fish in a net. 1 goal lead, 45 seconds left.
Yeah, it looked like Jack was about to snipe that one from that angle. That would have been a ridiculous angle, but just missed off the crossbar, and great pass back to the middle, and it was a good job by Jack to kind of stick around that play and stay close on the field and knock it home.
So 30 seconds, Dragonfishy taking Jack out in revenge. Pass out, faked by Killa, but Jack's gonna come away with the final touch. Dragonfishy with the backflip touch, back over to Landon. Landon, low boost, gets bullied. Payson able to kick it out all the way back. Dragonfishy up early, gets another back touch. Killa back in repose this time, but Enserv's trying to put a shot on. Killa reads. Dragonfishy going for the back pass to Landon. Jack running interference. This is a shot on. Pace up, doesn't get the touch. Enserv's does. Jack clearing this one all the way out. Ball is still alive. Killa trying to follow it to the back wall, trying to get a pinch. Enserv's gets in the way of it. Circuitry Gaming take game number 3.
That was a good game. Again, 1 goal game, and I looked like Melon Patch had a shot there. I think Landon just, skied a little bit too much and it was right above the crossbar, but it looked like we were about to, head to another overtime there if he would have knocked that one home. His teams are definitely evenly matched, I think. Killer's running the offense for Melon Patch for the most part, Dragonfishy coming in, but, both these teams are evenly stacked, and we're seeing some good gameplay and some good passes.
It really is. These teams are fantastically well matched through 3 games in this series. Rocket League can be known to be a battle of touches. It could be a couple of bounces that go for or against, and you never really know how it's going to go. And this series so far is living up to it. I mean, these games have, with the exception of game number 1, which is a 2-goal game, even then it wasn't all of that widely separated. I mean, this has been very balanced. I'm very happy with this so far.
Yeah, if we keep it up, I mean, might be, I think, what did Melon Patch take game 1? It was like 3-1, I think, right? 3-1, 4-1 or something?
3-1.
Okay, 3-1. I was going to say, if we might keep it up, we might have 1-goal games for the rest of the series. But
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I prefer overtimes, but...
That's true. The overtimes are nice. Maybe we'll get lucky and, get a little game 7 overtime or something.
That'd be pretty cool. Killa taking a shot early, Enserv's catching it, flicking it past Landon. Dragonfishy, third man back, slows it down, baits Enserv's into the awkward touch. Saves off the CG offense for now. Killa can't get to it, but Landon can. Sending it all the way back to the CG back wall. Enserv's plenty of boost. Heavy first touch, though. Dragonfishy's going to clear to the side. Pace, low boost. Helpless to watch as Killa gets it out to the midfield. All 3 players are CG up at the midfield pill. This shot going just off the backward. Enserv's can't make contact. Dragonfishy, not enough power. Jack, full field, clear up to Pace. Pace trying to either fake or get the redirect. Regardless, Killa doesn't fall for either. Gets the touch. Enserv's putting it towards the net. Rejected by Dragonfishy. And again, first 45 seconds, similar to the last game. Couple of opportunities coming up for both teams, although a lot more planned opportunities this game than we saw in the beginning of the last.
Yeah, we'll see if these guys can keep up the the same game plan and wait till 2 minutes to score, or if maybe we'll get an early goal. But I mean, with another minute gone, it seems like we got one right here. Oh, there it is, Dragonfishy breaking the streak or breaking the curse. I don't know how you want to call it, but getting MPG that early lead, minute and 10 seconds into the game.
Mark, you didn't read the script I sent you. I told you game 4 is when they change it. Like, but yes, indeed. Melon Patch Gaming getting the first goal here in game number 4. Currently they're sitting down in the series 2-1 in this best of 7. CG looking to move on to series point. Melon Patch looking to tie it back up. Almost 90 seconds past now. Landon getting over to Dragonfishy. Shot coming in, but Payson lying in wait. And serves full boost on the ball. Gets the dunk. Might be able to follow this one up. Dragonfishy waiting below and serves. Doesn't care. Gets the touch off of his own ceiling touch. Getting it right over the defender. Putting a top corner. Not much you can do if you're Dragonfishy in that situation.
Yeah, it looked like he was about to get a touch, and you think, I don't know, if serves the position he was in, if he would have been able to get the dunk, but that one just kind of falling in for CG, getting lucky off that that bounce that just went flying high in the air. So huge for them to get a goal like that. I mean, not too hard to work for it, and tied back up here at 1-1.
So we are sticking to the script there, where after the first goal gets scored, the next one gets scored just a few seconds later. That game almost an own goal there. My goodness. Hoofda. Payson getting the clear there. Dragonfishy putting it off the near post. Deep touch by Payson and serves a run and Killa down, trying to get a touch on it, but Killa gets to the ball ahead of time, dropping it down to Landon. Landon's touch was wide. Jackson can put it off to the side, has an opportunity for Dragonfishy, but end serves with the solid defense as Jack has to get down on the ground quick. No boost. Killa coming in. Payson coming in quicker, getting the save. And serves finally grabbing boost in the corner, but it doesn't matter as Landon coming away with the goal here. I'm going to have to watch the replay on this.
It looked like we had somebody in net for the side of Circuitry, and then all of a sudden it looks like they just kind of crept up thinking that ball was clear, and right off that wall you got a fortunate read, and even Landon can't believe it, calculated as they say.
That was the most, I mean, he had to pull a, not even the 4 function, but he pulled out the full TI-84 to calculate that one. But just after halftime, 1 goal for Melon Patch, or 1 goal lead. They have 2 goals. Jack trying to get it upfield. Landon cuts it off and serves right down the pipe, trying to get the dunk off Dragonfishy's save. Can't quite catch up. Payson faking the doomsies. Ball's going to go all the way past the net instead. Jack back to Pace. Pace following it up in the air. And serves waiting for the bounce off the back wall. Landon getting a good touch to the side, stopping and serves initial attack. Jack coming up. He scored from there before, but he won't this time. Landon clearing this one deep. Pace getting control of the ball. Again, quick pop up. Jack going for the redirect. Goes off to the side instead. Offense continuing to apply pressure from Circuitry Gaming. And again, I say it so it gets cleared out to the other half of the field because, caster's curse. But Pace passes it up. Jack goes for the what? Pace and Jack were like, wait a minute. We're supposed to be tier 1. It's getting a great bounce off the side wall. Jack pre-jumps it from last game. What a play coming in from CG. This game's tied back up with 95 left.
You just feel for Dragonfishy. He was on the back line as third man there, and serves just would not stop bumping. It was just constant bumps, was right on him, basically knocked him right out of the net. It just set, Jack up. Jack did a tremendous job of reading that, but Jack had one of the easiest shots once he was right there. All he had to do was, knock it straight in.
What are you talking about? An open target on the net's the hardest shot in the game.
It's the one I struggle with the most, I know.
It's the second most difficult mechanic after grabbing full boost pads. Landon taking an open net shot of his own. Landon getting a couple of goals off of that near wall side. Now didn't have to pinch it 4 times around, just went for this direct touch. Melon Patch Gaming, 66 seconds on the clock, 1 goal lead.
That's a couple questionable touches I've seen out of the side of Circuitry. It looks like they're getting pressured and they're banging that ball to either, the left or the right side and just kind of letting it roll back into the middle. And, close one there. While that helps relieve pressure at the time, I feel like it's a dangerous touch to where, someone could capitalize, and we just saw Landon just do that.
So one thing I notice, I'm gonna hold that thought for a second. One thing I notice that makes a lot of difference as you start to get to this rank of lobbies, a lot of players, the vast majority of them, they can get the saves and they can get the clears, but it's the deliberate touches that end up proving the difference. If you can get an outlet pass over to a teammate, or even if you can't get it to a teammate, just get it to where the opposing players can't get it. It ends up just being night and
Oh.
day. Basin all of a sudden opportunity, ball bouncing around a little bit in front of the net, Killa over to Landon. Jack cutting it off into the mid. Dragonfish coming in with the aggression to keep the ball back in the blue half. End serves trying to clear this out. Might be the last opportunity for CG in this game. Follows it up, gets the dunk, goes into the corner. 2 seconds left, still live. Landon going for the clear. End serves, doesn't get there in time. Although we have a beautiful freeze frame there. Could not get there as Landon puts the clamps down on any potential bounce off of it. We have ourselves a tied series after 4.
Yeah, the way it was shaping up to be, I thought Circuitry was gonna have another shot on the net, but unfortunately, it looks like NServe just didn't get there in time, or Landon was blocking it with the 50-50 game. But another great game. I think we had a couple nice passing plays out of both teams. I think the rotations need to be cleaned up a little bit on the side of Circuitry. We saw Landon smack that one in, and then an unlucky one, which you can't help where it rolls off the side of the wall. But offenses are ramping up a little bit. Same thing again. Another one-goal game. We're following the script pretty nicely here, if you ask me. No overtimes, but
I had one, but
yeah.
I want more overtimes. That's what I want. But no, you're right. Indeed, offenses are starting to click, and as a result, save counts are going up for these squads as well. As we look here, 9 shots from Melon Patch, 8 from Circuitry in that game. They're creeping up a little bit, and they haven't been skyrocketing, but it's every team's registering 1 or 2 more every game, and they're starting to warm up a bit. I do agree with the rotations need to start tightening up a little bit. I don't know if it's communication or if it's just playing loose and feeling good or what, but tighten up the rotations pretty well. I could see, what am I going to say? Either team could win. They've both won 2. This has been such a close matchup. So what do predictions even mean at this point?
I mean, our predictions are pretty, on par right now through 4 games. We're 2-2, so if you keep following, that's Melon Patch gonna get an early goal there. Nice dunk up on the wall. Looked like was that Pace trying to clear that out, and he just got oh no, Jack getting stuffed by Dragonfishing. Killer's able to clean that one up. Call him the janitor.
Dragonfishy was dedicated to getting that assist no matter what. Doesn't matter who he was passing it to, but gets the dunk on the wall. So for the first time this series, one of the teams gets the goal off of one of their early opportunities. So
I was just about to say,
that.
yeah.
Just, like,
the
usually
earliest goal we've seen.
Yeah, by far. Payson trying to meet in the mid. 50s out over to the back wall and serves plenty of boost. We're going to let Payson take this one, bringing it over to the back. Landon gets the boost steal as Jack only had half a tank, faked out Dragonfishy. Dragonfishy still has control of the ball and serves getting the save. Jack using all of his boost to try to get to it. Landon putting it near side. Pace hitting the clear, getting cleared off the pitch. Dragonfishy putting it up to the net. All offense here so far in game number 5 for Melon Patch. The ball does now get cleared up to the orange half, and serves hitting it off to the side. Dragonfishy, Jack both up, and serves trying to go for the redirect, tries to go for the bump. He bumped Killa into it, which might have been the most unfortunate touch, because I thought it was a beautiful play to go for that bump, and it just didn't execute quite the way that he wanted it to. But CG is still holding firm here in the offensive half. Jack taking Killa out of the game. Payson putting it out of the back wall. Jack cutting it across. Pace full boost. Going to get control of it off the side wall. Couldn't get his car around quick enough. And serves running interference, allowing Payson to get another touch, but towards the net. Landon clearing, as rotating through that back left corner for Melon Patch has apparently become en vogue. Pace getting a touch, putting this one towards net. Killa with the savior medal in only a minute and a half of play. Another shot coming in from N-Serves. Killa overflipped it, got the bump on Payson. Jack taking a shot. Is this one in? No, it hits the bump on Payson. So Payson gets it.
Oh my god.
Holy what? This is, my goodness, what defense coming out from Melon Patch over the last minute of gameplay.
That was unbelievable. You thought one of those balls was going to go in, and Melon Patch would not be denied. They were going to stop, all those shots coming, the barrage of shots that Circuitry had. But my God, if that, defense keeps up, I don't know if Circuitry is going to be able to score the rest of the series.
That is like that. there's still half of this game to go, but you put so much pressure on, you can't get any of the shots to fall. And even when you start starving out the opponent, Pace getting a lucky one there, popped out to Dragonfishy. Dragonfishy doesn't care about luck. He's going to get the touch, but so much effort for CG. And then for Melon Patch to come around and after a couple of jabs at the goal, being able to put one on themselves, that's mentally it beats on you. There's still plenty of time in this game and the series, but yeah, that's not something that usually goes away too quietly.
Yeah, it looked like we were about to see the same thing there. I think Jack had a inopportune flip and either backflipped or just misread in the net. Pace with that lucky backflip and backflip save, but then just a bullet of a shot that none of the CG guys had the boost to get up to that. And we see another one here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the passing plays and the touch is certainly coming up for Melon Patch. Landon getting it past Jack. That had a blue trail on. I'm not quite sure how that ball bounced around, but Jack putting it over to Pace. Pace with the big shot was off. Dragonfishy was back regardless. Dragonfishy getting the dunk over Pace all the way upfield. End serves, no boost, pops it over Dragons. Kill a side flipped, but Landon coming back on that solid midfield rotation. End serves couldn't quite get the touch, but it does go wide. Pace and full boost has to wait for a more favorable bounce. Awkward angle to take it out or allow Killa to come in on the dunk. Landon back passing it to Dragonfishy. He's going to get a bouncer on Killa, trying to go for the clip. Ended up clearing the ball. Pace can scoop that one up as the touches are starting to go more and more Melon Patch's way as Dragonfishy pre-jumping and serves, scoring anyway, coming in off of the clear. Circuitry Gaming, even with some of the flaws that they've had this game, still put one on with 1:17 left to go.
After Dragonfishy got that first save there, I was a little worried that Circuitry was going to come up empty-handed again. It looked like Landon had an angle on that ball, creeping up the right post of the net, but good job by Circuitry to finally find one home and put it away. And we'll see with the minute 10 left. Looked like
I was ready to look
for I was say.
Also, I was ready to look for a groundhog outside, check if I was in Pucks to Kafani. So that was a deep one for y'all, for Bill Murray fans. But Payson trying to get the air dribble, at least pass it along. Jack,
that's a boomer joke. Come on, Gator.
That's how boomer. I'm at upper 20s. I'm not that old. But Payson going for the bump on Landon. Landon controlling it, getting it past Jack, but Pace coming back on his rotation, popping it back to the orange half. Dragonfishy off the back wall and serves. Has a decision to make. It goes for the first touch. Goes for the read off Killa. Killa's save still holds true. 30 seconds left. Big clear by Dragonfishy. Jack popping it down to the ground off to the sidewall. Landon and Enserves both going for it, with Enserves getting the better of the challenge. Jack, Enserves, Dragonfishy all going for it. No clear winner, but Payson trying to make it so, as deep touch there coming out from two members of Melon Patch. Payson with a great catch in the mid, popping it up just a little bit out of his control. Dragonfishy with the savior. Landon coming up on the back wall. Enserves came up too aggressive and he couldn't get contact. As this clock is winding down, 1-goal game yet again. Pass over to the mid. Jack doesn't have the boost.
No.
As he was coming up on position, couldn't turn on the beans because the tank was empty. Melon Patch taking game number 5 and move on to series point.
It looked like with that one coming down, Jack was going to have enough boost for one last strike to shoot it on net, but unfortunate there. I mean, Circuitry keeping it close again. I mean, so it's like we're just beating the horse, this thing is dead by now. I mean, every game is, besides our first one, is 1 goal. We'll see if we can, keep the trend going. You hope that Circuitry can pull this next one out and give us the game 7 we all wanted, but, who knows? Melon Patch is really, really clicking on offense now, and those saves are just unbelievable.
Melon Patch averaged a savior medal. Like the each player, I mean, Killa got 4 and Landon got 2, so stealing it a little bit, but I mean 9 saves for the team. It's Circuitry. I mean, they put 13 shots on. You usually don't lose when you put that many on, but Melon Patch, that one sequence of defense in particular was, I mean, chef's kiss. It's fantastic. And I say that obviously as a CG fan, but I mean, credit where credit's due.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, they had, 3 or 4 on the line, low boost, throw yourself at the ball, and it's just Circuitry just coming up empty-handed. I mean, there's not much more you could do there. You just got to kind of tip your caps off. But, you would have loved to get one out of it. But, my God, I mean, it might have been one of the better sequences we've seen all series long.
What would the modern Groundhog's Day reference be? Happy Death Day? I don't know. I don't feel like it's that old. I mean, it's an older movie, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I feel like if you just say like maybe Deja Vu, the young kids will get it. I mean, that might be a little too
Now
old
we
for them.
speak in French. uh, so game number 6. Melon Patch Gaming hanging on to the series lead. They need one more to close out the series. Circuitry Gaming looking to force the game 7 that all of us in the pre-show were hoping for. So Scully, if you're in comms with them, let them know. So Jack
Fit the
gets
narrative.
control. Fit the narrative. Ball getting cleared all the way back to the CG half. Landon, no boost, gets the touch, popping it off of the back wall. Double commit, coming out of defense. The kill is touch going wide. It's a back pass to Landon. Dragonfishy bumped out by N-Serves as the attack slowed for the moment. Dragonfishy popping it over mid as well. Killa side flipped out of it. Double commit out of defense, but ends up being a big banging shot. Landon getting the clear. Not the best follow-up touch. It's going to allow Pace to come in. Pace can't quite make contact either as Dragonfishy clearing it down. N-Serves getting a deep touch, trying to follow it up. Killa gets in the way. Pace and going for the redirect. Gets the touch. N-Serves. I was about to lose my... I would have unfollowed N-Serves on Twitter if he got in the way of that. But
it looked like
joke,
like he was so close to trying to steal that, but I think he knew Pace was ready and already coming in hot, so did the smart thing and let it go through.
I could see the fear in N-Serves' eyes as that car froze on the ground. Deer to headlights. But N-Serves looking to show that he can do a little bit too. He doesn't need to just get out of the way. As getting some air dribble pass over to Pace. Jack corrals it, gets a couple of touches, Killa on the backflip. But Dragonfishy coming out in reserve, getting the clear. Killa gets beat out by Pace. N-Serves past Landon. Dragonfishy coming out, getting another clear. Deep touch there as all 3 members for Circuitry Gaming on the offensive. And Dragonfishy full sends it all the way back into the blue net. Jack coming in with a bit of an aggressive challenge there. I'm not going to necessarily blame him specifically as all 3 players were up, but very aggressive positioning there for CG given the context.
Yeah, those are definitely tough when someone's taking that ball around one of the side walls and you're trying to make a play on it. It's especially as third man. It's it's some risk, and I don't know if the reward's all that great of you 15 it there, but he might have just been trying to keep possession, or he felt the offense was rolling and thought it was his time. But oh my God, big dunks.
Payson. I was gonna say Jack had scored off the same challenge in overtime of game 2, but I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Payson coming in, reading Landon's clear, getting the drop down into the net. Aerial play coming out for one of the more established Circuitry Gaming members. So 1 goal lead here for CG. More than half of this game to go, however. Dragonfish deep clear back over to the blue. Pace, clearing it off to the side, trying to get it past Killa. Pilla and Kaysen are going to pinch it back out to the orange side. Killa just going to take Pace out of the game in response. Just about halftime here, and still every single one of these games continue to be just so evenly matched. Landon decides it's not going to be evenly matched if it's 3-on-2.
Yeah, we've seen the demos. I don't want to say they've slowed as I say that. Oh my. Oh, so close, and ball's still going to be there. N-Serves got the shot. Oh no! Oh.
That's tragic.
Oh,
if
you hate to see that.
This was like
oh,
0 second,
yeah.
I would have been. Oh.
That's about
There's
as open
time,
as
so
they come right there. That's
right?
That's unbelievable. Yeah.
Killa tried to do the musty into the double touch, but couldn't quite follow up. And Serves getting a double touch for their own. Killa full boost. Awkward bounce. Payson with the pre-jump. Jack with the posts are taking a beating.
Where did Pace come from? Was he off the ceiling there?
I have
My
no
God.
clue. I'm gonna watch the VOD back. I'm gonna watch the replay because I have no clue where he came from. But Pace shot on Killa with the save. As CG just looking to pepper the net with shots again, similar to the onslaught that we saw in the previous game. Pace going for the one, gets it just underneath the crossbar. As I think all of us are holding our breath for just the moment. The crossbar, even more so, worrying it's going to take another hit. But Payson finds the angle just inside top corner. 83 seconds left, 2-goal game.
I was worried when I saw that one. I thought we were going to get another crossbar, down and out, but Circuitry, I was about to say, if they did not get one during that time and they ended up dropping that game there, that would have been a sad sight to see. And G, we see in the chat, we're waiting on it. It's coming, I think.
No, he said it after I tongue-tied the two
Oh,
names.
gotcha.
That was the response.
Oh.
I know nobody takes that from me. Some did. Oh, Brokefang did it on an IGL stream once. And I
No, he
refused to talk
didn't.
to him afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
he did.
Yeah.
And it was in a game 6. Like, oh, I was saving it. But
Saving it for Game 7.
I was saving it. Come
yeah.
on. I know. I read the scripts, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I come in prepared.
Well, this is
Jack
going to be
running-
off script here with a 3-1 lead. Let's see if Melon Patch can get one more and fit our narrative even further.
That's what happens when it's a whole bunch of teenagers. They want to be rebellious. 30 seconds left. Deep touch coming on to Melon Patch. End serves floating up to try to get the clear. Payson waiting in the net. Gets the 50 out to the mid. Landon, no boost. Good first touch. Dragonfishy with the good demo. Jack has to come out of net to get the clear. Landon low on boost, forced back into defense. Killa comes in on the challenge. It's going to 50 back to Landon. And serves goes too far on his touch. This one popping out to the mid, but nobody there for Melon Patch. Payson catching it, getting control of the ball. Is going to put a shot on, getting the dunk, popping this one out. Decided to go for the offense in the shot instead of running time out on the clock. Will it come back to haunt them? Am I speaking this into existence? Am I going to be hated? No, the ball hits the ground. We're going to Game 7.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got what we wanted. The Game 7 is upon us.
That Game 7. You know what that means? Ladies and gentlemen, guys, gals, non-binary pals, we are going to Champions Field, the greatest place to be as a viewer, the worst place to be as a player, because as soon as those lights turn on and that big GC logo pops up on the edge of the stadium, y'all know it came down to that. Payson looking to carry momentum in 8 shots in that last game. Just as many. Again, I'm looking at this 13 shots in this game, 13 shots in the last. Flip the scoreboard. Circuitry coming away with the win there. Melon Patch, they're still playing very solid. I mean, absolutely. I'm not taking anything away from them. It's coming down to individual bounces breaking either way. And I mean, it's going to take us 7 games to figure out who had the better luck tonight.
Yeah, it's a little concerning to see that, with only 3 shots there in this game, I think they got, pushed back into their own defensive third, and we're having a tough time of, breaking out. But we'll see if maybe they can open up the field with a couple more demos or maybe some passing plays and get a goal or two here earlier, a couple extra shots to open up, maybe a few more opportunities.
One of Melon Patch's shots was accounted for as well. They had 3 shots, it was 2 saves and a goal. So they were accurate with their touches. But like you said, they were being pushed back for the most part. So Jack catching it out on the back wall, getting it past Dragonfish, goes for the demo on Landon as End serves is going to walk it home. CG scoring first in the first minute. I think the first time they've scored in the first 2 minutes period, with the exception of game 1, if I remember right. But
quick start for the guys, and some aggressive plays coming out of Jack. I feel like he's been the enforcer this whole series. Really setting the tone in terms of the bumps and the demos. Sometimes it might be pushing him out of position, but he's doing a great job and giving pace and serve some looks here and opening up things for him on the pitch.
So pressure starting to build for the moment from Melon Patch Gaming. Payson coming in with clear. Dragonfishy wants to get the pressure right back. So the ball is going to bounce out. Killa, soft touch to the near side. Jack clearing it out. Landed coming in with the aggression. He's going to put this one high. Not going to bounce out. And Dragonfishy can't get the touch as a result. But Killa can get the read. His pace waiting on the back wall. Waited too long. Landon finding the top corner. 2 goals in 46 seconds. Game number 7. Looks like we might be headed towards just a slugfest if they're scoring this quickly, given how we've seen this series.
That was a great shot there by Landon. He was up early. You saw the air rolls coming in, hard to master and hard to perfect, but he did a great job of striking that one in with some force and aiming for that top corner.
Dragonfish getting a great read there off of the corner from Enser's clear. Killa chasing Payson down as 3 players pinch this one up into the ceiling. Jack burning all of his boost to get in the way of Killa's touch. Enser's slow roller going right into Dragonfish, but he gets the bump off of Fishy. This ball getting cleared back up into the orange half. Killa, no boost, trying to pre-jump. Jack can't get it. Landon waiting on the back wall, corralling in the corner. Payson's challenge goes past. N-Serve's now popping this one high. Landon trying to get the read on it. Can't. 2 players up for CG on offense. Pass over to the mid. As we almost saw a full field play, but alas, we remain tied here as Killa looking to bring this one cross pitch in his own right. Landon and Pace going for it up. N-Serve's trying to continue the pressure over into the orange half. Ball bouncing in front of the net. N-Serve's cutting it off. Killa coming out. Deep save. This one's going back over to Dragonfishy. Dragonfishy with the redirect. Hits the crossbar down as Payson putting this one mid. Shots starting to warm up for both teams. They both put 2 on in the first 46 seconds. Haven't scored since, but not for lack of trying.
That's one you're going to want back there. It looked like he had the open net. I think he was just maybe try to rush it or, get it in there quickly and secure it. But, another one. It's going to bounce off. It's going to bounce off, I think, the MPG defender there and somehow sneaks its way in. It looked like they had the clear all set. Let's see. I think N-Serve just beat them both there and it just got through.
So, a lot of players getting in on the action, ultimately getting hit 50, bouncing around, ping-ponged back over into the Melon Patch half, or into their net, I should say. It was already in their half. But ball bouncing on the side. N-Serves gets the defender on the backflip. 2-goal lead before halftime. Circuitry Gaming putting a couple on. It's taken a couple of awkward touches and awkward flips, but nonetheless, 2-goal lead.
That's tough there if you're Killer in net. I mean, you don't blame him. I think he was expecting Dragonfishy to get a touch on that right wall there, but unfortunately he missed it, and Killer was just, dead duck sitting in his sitting in the pond waiting for the hunter to come through and finish him off. There's my analogy for the day.
I like it. Hopefully it was just a dead zone issue or something of that nature rather than nerves. So we're looking forward for these teams to continue at the high level that they have been playing so far. Killa trying to follow it up off that ceiling. It's going to drop down to Landon. Shot goes wide. Killa getting the boost steal, but is forced all the way back into defense. Following it up, staying behind it, taking control of the ball for quite some time. N-Serve's trying to follow it up, can't get the second touch, and Dragonfishy back to mid. Jack trying to pop it up for Pace, gets the connection. Heavy touch. Landon reading this one up off high. Less than 2 minutes left. It's Jack slowing it down to Pace for the doink. Jack coming off of the side wall. 2 defenders in net. He's going to drop this one down mid. Just a little bit too far, and Pace couldn't get the redirect. Can continue to run interference here, but could not get the clip.
Looked like a little awkward play right there by Jack in the net. I was a little worried maybe one of the Melon Patch attackers were going to come up, be able to steal a quick goal, but luckily Circuitry, gets out of there without giving up a goal, and they're knocking on the gate here again, and there it is. Going to go up by 3. I think our biggest lead in any game since game 1.
The shots starting to rain true as Circuitry up by 3. 75 seconds left. There is still time. Melon Patch has shown that they can score. Corky has shown that he can score from seemingly out of anywhere. Payson going for the touch, couldn't quite connect. N-Serve's going for the redirect there. Landon off the back wall. Jack lying in wait. Killa forced into an awkward clear. 60 seconds. Minute left. Less than a minute. As I said the same thing 3 times. As Killa brings it down and across. N-Serve's clearing it out. Pace looking for the doink. Gets demolished instead. As Jack controlling it in the back corner. Dragonfishy. N-Serve's go for the 50. This one's dropping mid. 40 seconds left. And again, still time, but Melon Patch have to put one on very soon.
Yeah, they're going to need something quick here within the next probably, 5-10 seconds, I believe, just to give themselves a chance. They're still chasing 3, so if they can at least get 1 and knock on the door, this might be it right here. And ask and you shall receive. They got a chance, I think.
Killa putting it on Pace. A little bit of self-deprecating humor as he went for the stall, and it just popped off that back bumper too hard. Killa getting the touch, and not too many players at this rank are going to miss that shot. I say that seeing how many open nets we saw earlier, but content.
Happens,
So Dragonfish bringing it along the back wall, 15 seconds as Killa can't get the touch. Jack is going to put this one just wide. Might be able to follow it up and can. 3-goal lead, 11 seconds left. Fairly certain this is going to go CG unless the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life happens.
There has been weirder things to occur. I mean, you see those clips on Reddit or deep in the archives of Twitter with someone 5 years ago scoring 3 goals. You typically don't see it at this rank, so I think we're safe to assume this one's about over.
Biggest I saw at like this high rank, a CRL one once was a 2-goal game in 4 seconds,
Wow.
and it through. So Circuitry Gaming in 7. Mark and I look to be right.
Man,
Although Scully was 7 out of 8, he predicted the games, just not the final score. So,
great
now
job from the booth right there.
That was no absolutely fantastic series to everybody involved. GG's guys, obviously. Congrats to CG for winning. You guys pulled it out. But no, very well played as well from Melon Patch to come in with as somebody earlier in the chat said, a Sandlot roster. To come in and to be honestly be able to play solidly and be able to make adjustments and not get tilted, not from what I don't know, I'm not in comms, but they could be screaming at each other. I don't
True.
think they are. But to be able to continue to play solidly, even in situations where they get 8 shots put on them in a 10-second spread, and they continue to defend. So very well played to the Melon Patch guys. Obviously well played to our guys as well. Y'all, whatever Melon based team y'all end up being, I think you guys have a good season and a good stretch ahead of you. If you're playing this solidly together, this quickly into being a team, I think things are looking up.
Yeah, they definitely look solid out there. I mean, Game 7, we all got what we wanted. We paid the big bucks and the pay-per-view money to come out here and see a good match. And I think we just got that right there. Can't take it for granted. I mean, they did their best out there. I mean, you get the L in Game 7. I know they wanted to come out with the win, but that blue squad of ours, with Pace and Serves and Jack, they're a good team. They just made it to the third place game for Tier 1 West not the Invitational, but just Indie Gaming League for the Tier 1, like I said, and took home the third place medal. So I know what they say about West, that it ain't the same as East, but that's still a good team, and you just took them to 7 games and were able to make it competitive, up until the very end.
My only disappointment is that as I save it for special events, I could not work kerfuffle into it because there wasn't a situation where
I was waiting.
I wanted to, I was so ready, and I save it for when 5 of the 6 players go for it and miss, and even if there was missed touches, I don't think I ever saw more than 3. Which, I mean, half the lobby still going for it and missing is still saying something, but no, overall fairly grounded. What's G tagged me? What's up?
Next up on the docket, I think we're going to be trying to pull Pace in here for an interview. Maybe Gator, if you can swing him in here, I'll switch this to the you and me screen.
Okay.
Give you a heads up, so it's just our cams. Talk to him and see what the mentality was like, and I don't know, maybe the approach to the series as it was getting later and later, and we get into that Game 7.
He has access to this channel. I mean, I don't know why he has to, where he is.
I asked him if he wanted to. He said, sure. Pace, hop on in here. Don't be shy, buddy. Or
Vagabond, of course I'm wearing. What are you talking about? Vagabond, I knew I was on camera, so I wore the polo for you guys.
Pace?
What's up, Pace?
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Thanks for joining us. You guys pull out the dub, Game 7. Now that IGL is all but finished for the spring circuit, did you, kind of get that rush of adrenaline, I guess, as, this was a show match and you guys were on stream?
Yeah, I was telling Sirs and Jack, I was like, not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous right now at the beginning. And then after the first game, I was like, all right, we're chilling now. So, but yeah, I was pretty nervous at the beginning. So I think we were all pretty nervous, though, to be fair.
So it was Game 5, I believe, where you had this stretch where, I mean, I don't even know how many shots. It ended up being 6 or 7 shots, and it was crossbar, post, off of the defender, and then I can't even remember who had one of the nuttier saves I've ever seen came out. A situation like that, I mean, I'm not gonna say were you tilted, because I mean he kept playing pretty solidly. But how do you guys react as a team when you keep just slapping at it and it doesn't break through?
Yeah, so when I know that was on me because I shot that and it was like super bad. I shot it like right at him with my wheels, so it was really bad. And I was like, oh my, I'm so bad. I think I actually said that, but we we just we're kind of like an offensive team. We have to play offense. Our defense is not super good, so I'm always like we gotta get long clears and then just try and trap them on offense, and it was working pretty good. So
I
So you can
was.
certainly say that you had like 13 shots in each of the last 3 games. So you certainly broke out of your own half.
yeah, I had 8 shots one game, so
Hmm.
that was pretty crazy.
I had mentioned at the beginning that I was excited to see the physicality and the bumps and demos coming out. I'm a huge fan of the meta. I think that's it's the way to go. But it looked like Jack was kind of your aggressor today. I mean, is that usually the case for you guys' team? And do you guys?
Yeah, normally Jack's the bumper. It's either Jack or serves. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like the flashy, like I'll
Oh,
capitalize on the bumps or demos most of the
you
time.
Ronaldo out there with the ball is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
There was
Yeah. Oh,
at
good.
least a couple of times where we even like audibly said, "Where did pace come from?" Because as you're diving down for shots, and I said I use when I'm not broadcasting a game, I use the fly camera, like, and even I
You
couldn't see
couldn't
where
even
you're
see
coming
me.
from.
Yeah, you gotta play unpredictable sometimes, especially against good teams like 1700s and how Killer was like screaming like 1900s. You kind of gotta play unpredictable.
Hmm.
So that's kind of the best way to do it is just go for anything from weird positions.
Well, congrats on the Game 7 dub. You guys, pulled a win out in the show match. I think, dating back to our last show match, you guys are undefeated so far. So you guys are killing it.
Yep.
Might have been a different roster then, but still same team with you as the captain.
Yeah.
Beyond Cam, thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. Any closing remarks for you? Any shout outs you want to give or
Obviously, shout out to you too for casting the game,
a
and then the other team because that was a really good series. I honestly didn't know if we were gonna win, but that was a really good series. And then shout out to Jack and Serves, the homeboys that pulled through. Serves with the hard carry the last game, so shout out to them as well.
Yeah, that was good. I'm pretty sure CG Blue is the only CG team that has a winning record when I cast the games. So I'll take that and run with it. I'm not saying I affect it. I think I'm just usually bad luck. So I'm glad to see some dubs.
Yeah, we gotta do it for you now.
Hey, let's go.
And Lappin, I appreciate the follow, Vagabond. And Lappin, I mean, come on, buddy. I mean, you've been a part of us for how long, and we're just getting the follow? Unbelievable. But thanks,
I
much
appreciate that,
appreciated.
Vagabond.
Yeah,
Vagabond says it's because I have the polo.
makes sense. And Coda, there's
Yep.
another one. Coda,
I
it's okay.
almost wore my blue button down and like just openly showed bias, but I did have blue on one side of my screen and then like the purple. I don't really know what Melon Patch does, but
The lights are cool. I mean, I enjoy like the little, purple mix right there, and then I can see the blue in the other corner. Looks good. I like it. Yeah.
All
Alrighty,
right, cool.
well,
Now we're rambling, so
any closing remarks between, you and I, and before we head out? The lizard is
Vagabond,
coming.
I have a lizard. Yeah, I
Aren't you
got
getting
this one.
the bearded dragon though?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
should be getting a bearded dragon pretty soon. No, Vagabond, I have a crested gecko, a leopard gecko, a Pac-Man frog, and will be getting a bearded dragon very soon. So, I mean, I have multiple. Plus, I got this little guy who hangs out on my cam. And serves. No, actually, when you almost saved Pace and Shot, I said I was going to unfollow you on Twitter. So, um, Pace already left, but I'll give. Thanks for having me on, Mark. I love being able to come in here and cast with you. Whether it's one of the more serious ones like this or we do the casual ones, it's pretty solid. I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. Um, do we have someone in mind that you'd like to raid? I'll give you the floor. I don't
Oh,
see.
geez.
I mean, with IGL over, most of those casters
That's
are
like,
offline.
right.
Yeah.
I just raid all the IGL homies.
Volts is live. Okay.
Yeah, we can go hang out with Volts.
Send over the love to. Is it Volts RL? So V's capital and then RL is capital as well. Sorry, I'm new to the whole thing. So
It looks like it. I don't know.
yeah.
I wonder if I can do it.
Volts RL /_. Okay.
I
We'll send
cannot
it
do
his way. Thanks, Vagabond.
I, I don't have enough power, so I can't. Rip.
Need more power.
Need more power.
Alrighty, well, I'll send us out to the closing screen. Send us out with some tunes, and then we'll rate over. We'll give the rate of volts.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Much love, everybody.
See ya.